Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
Yeah, it's probably about it. Well, tonight's tonight. Let's hope it does not happen again. Yo, what's good about the Cobra Kai Karate? Go back to a brand new video, and today I'm gonna go watch Karate Kid Legends. Now, as you guys know, I've had quite a history of this, dating all the way back to August 22. I have been hating on this for a long time. But everyone's been saying, oh no, Karate, just wait until the movie comes out, it could be good. No. And for everyone wondering why I think this movie's gonna be bad, I've been saying it forever. It's gonna ruin the lore. Even if this movie was a 10 out of 10 movie, it still ruins the lore to bring a reboot character into the show. And I'm not gonna go in full details on my issues. I made so many videos about it. If you guys truly want to hear my issues with it, I go full thought, and I think I do give a lot of good reasons on why this movie is a dumb idea to begin with. And I truly think it's just Sony sucking the life out of Karate Kid, trying to just, I don't know, I guess, just cashing in the hype of Cobra Kai now that it ended, which was a beautiful ending, the last episode at least, not season 6 in a whole, but the last 5, maybe 3 episodes were phenomenal. Just let it rest, don't drag it on. But anyway, I thought I'd record a little video of my experience going to the theater. I plan to go watch with my sister, like in about 4 or 5 hours, and the reviews are awful. Like, everyone hates this. Usually, it's alright, but I've not seen one good review from the Cobra Kai creators. Even the ones that have been on the fence, like, oh, I'm kind of mixed on it, they hate it. From critics that I trust and YouTubers, and everyone's been saying it's awful. I haven't heard one good review. And it's only an hour and 40 minutes long. So if I'm a hater before even now that I'm gonna go watch it now, I think I'm gonna hate. This might be my least favorite movie of all time. Which, by the way, is probably Cats or Turning Red. I hate those movies. I don't know. I'm gonna make a prediction. I think I'm gonna predict I'll give this a 3 out of 10, maybe a 4 out of 10. That's my prediction. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna re-record when we go back there into the theater, and yeah, I will record my review at the end of this. If you guys want to see my review, just skip to more at the end. But yeah, what is up? It's me from the future. I just got back home from the movie, and wow. So just for context, we went to the theater, and I kid you not, me and my sister, we were the only people there. We are literally the only people at the theater. I told you this was gonna be bad.
Good morning, Daniel-san.
And we're really playing Karate Kid too.
Welcome to Miyagi.
And as I'm sitting there watching the movie, already processing how bad and boring and how weird this movie is, I start feeling something like starting to heat up. I'm like, what the frick is that? As it turns out, the freaking seats have freaking heaters on it, and it was like torching me alive. Yeah, maybe freaking tell me the seats are heated, and why the frick does it turn on automatically? What the hell? Because they were actually really hot. I swear I thought something was going wrong. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, as I'm watching the movie, it just starts getting more boring and more boring and more boring, and I almost choked on popcorn, but I'll talk about that later.
What can I get for you, boss? What?
A pizza montage. And next thing you know, after I almost died and choked on popcorn, I looked over and my sister is literally sleeping, full on snoring and everything. I was like, oh my gosh. Not even the third act or the final fight scene was even entertaining. But then the movie was finally over, and it was only an hour and 30 minutes long, but it felt like eternity of hell. And finally, it's over. Hour and 30 minutes, but it felt like 5 hours. Bloody hell! No! And at this point, I'm like, okay, is there not going to be a cameo inside this? Because I heard there's going to be a cameo from a Cobra Kai. Part of me was relieved, but a part of me was like, you know what? I kind of want to see Johnny. I kind of want to see Miguel. I just suffered. I don't care that it kind of just ruins the lore even more, and it ruins kind of makes the ending feel a little undeserved. Kind of just see somebody, and we did.
Pizza for Daniel LaRusso?
I didn't order a pizza.
All right.
Hey, Johnny.
Johnny!
Pizza from New York. It's the...
And then they didn't even give me freaking refills on our popcorn. And as we're driving back, we almost got pulled over by the cops. But anyway, I made it back home. Well, I just got back home from the Karate Kid Legends. Had to pull down the recycling because I forgot because I'm an idiot, but it doesn't matter. We're back. And I didn't know what to say. That movie didn't even feel like a movie. It felt like a cutscene. The whole movie felt like a cutscene of a video game that you want to skip, but you cannot. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm gonna talk more about when I get inside. I just thought I would give my first premise. Honestly, the most exciting part of this movie was the fact that I almost choked and died of popcorn. Literally, I'm just eating the popcorn. Next thing you know, I ate a little too much, and I'm coughing really bad, and my freaking sister's sleeping because how boring the movie is, so she couldn't do anything, and I was just thinking in my head, I am not going to die like this. I am not going to die at the freaking Karate Kid Legends movie. That is not going to happen, especially alone. I didn't dying alone at the Karate Kid Legends movie. Thank you, Lord, for not killing me there. Anyway, I'm going to get home, talk about the movie, full spoilers. Let's get it. You know the deal. And now here we are, back here, all caught up to talk about this movie. And I don't even know where to begin. Like, honestly, everything that people are saying is exactly what it is. It is soulless. And what I said before, it feels like a cutscene. First off, the acting sucks. Everyone acting sucks. And I mean everyone. Jackie Chan's acting's not good. Ralph Macchio's acting's not good. Whatever that kid's name is, I do not know. But they picked up random actors for a reason. The Connor guy, the wannabe Johnny, was probably some of the worst acting ever. I literally felt like a Darman. The scenarios felt like Darman scenarios. I don't know where to begin with this movie. It starts off trying to explain the whole Miyagi and literally just forgot what planet I'm on. They try to explain the whole Miyagi and Mr. Han connection, which makes no sense. They even add in dialogue from Karate Kid 2, and then they never really talk about it. Mr. Han is hardly in this movie, and his connection feels meaningless. His connection and his role as a sensei and a father figure feels completely not there. The whole premise of Karate Kid and why that movie right there is so good and why Cobra Kai is so good is about a father needing a son, a son needing a father. You see none of that here. You don't feel anything. I feel nothing watching this. Like I said, it's completely soulless. The soundtrack, the shots, the cinematography, everything that can create emotions. It doesn't do that. The writing, the dialogue is so cheesy, so on the nose, and it's such a quick, flicky movie, and it keeps trying to do like this boring, wannabe MCU Phase 4 comedy that just falls flat every single time. Like, especially with Mr. Han, I don't think, remember in the Karate Kid 10 reboot, as much as I gave that crap and literally smashed it live on network, at least that had soul. At least that actually had real emotion, and you saw him breaking down about his thing. They tried to do this whole emotion stuff about his brother, but we never knew this guy. And the whole stuff of his mom is hardly in the movie. She's in it, then she's not for 30 minutes. He goes and trains a guy for multiple minutes, and she's just not there, and she just finds out every now and again. And the whole movie she's like this: no karate, no karate, no karate. Then eventually she just goes, go beat their ass. What? What is even her purpose in this movie? She has a stone cold face, poker face, the whole movie, and she's barely in it. She has no actual, you don't see her struggle at all with the new life, with the job, with anything. Like you saw the Karate Kid reboot and the original Karate Kid and Cobra Kai all do with Carmen, with everybody. What the frick was that? And the fight scenes are awful. I mean, they set this up terribly. I mean, this movie just moves off coincidence. He gets there, he happens to go to a pizza place, and this girl happens to just start to like him. They happen to meet up in school. They happens to walk in with this wannabe villain Connor, who just starts beating him up, and then he gets beat up, and then he happens to walk in where these guys happen to come out outside of an alley and start beating him up, and the pizza shop happened to come out and see him, and he happens to beat them up, and then he wants to train him with his boxing, and then he gets beat up, and he just has nothing to do with the third act. That whole story, the whole 50-60 minutes, literally has nothing to do with the third act. The girl and that guy have nothing to do with it, and some of the most, you literally don't feel the love at all. You don't feel the connection, the chemistry at all. It's terrible with the whole love relationship they try to put in here, which is just stupid. And then Ralph. What did I say? I said he wouldn't be here in 20 minutes. I have had a timer every time he was in here. I even counted the times where he's in the background. 10 minutes. 10. That's all you get from Ralph. 10 minutes in the movie. And he literally has nothing to do with the story. First off, Mr. Han goes from China. He goes to freaking New York. He just comes there unannounced, out of nowhere. Then he goes all the way to California just to say it. He doesn't call him anything. Just to say, you want to come? Even though I hardly need you and never knew you and never met you. And then I'm going to fly all the way back to New York, and Ralph's just going to find him. I don't know how he even found that they're on top of the rooftop, but then he starts training. His role feels meaningless in this movie. He shows no purpose at all, and then he's just there in the background saying fight, and then you get a montage for 10, 15 minutes about the third act, which doesn't even feel set up. You don't feel the villains being set up. You don't feel his need to win. It's just okay, now we're here, and now we're gonna train for 10 minutes, and now we're gonna fight, and now we're gonna win, and then the movie's gonna end, and now I want to kill myself. This movie sucked. What can I say? It was terrible. It's not even bad because of like how it, like bad stuff happens. It's bad just because it's so boring. It doesn't even feel like a movie. It feels like a GTA cutscene that you cannot skip. Like I said, no soul, no purpose. It was a complete cash grab and no effort to put in this movie at all. This movie was made deliberately for money and nothing else. They do not care about the fans. The fact that I've had to hear fans stand up for this movie for over 2 years is disrespectful. We should have stood up against this from day one. I feel wrong going there and paying $30, by the way, to that movie. I try to sneak in. They're on to me. But yeah, so I just feel disrespected. Sony, I hope this movie bombs. I think it will bomb. And I hope that Ralph feels the shame that he's brought onto this fan base for accepting onto this. He should feel shame of what he did with Miyagi's legacy and the Karate Kid lore. He should feel ashamed that he sold out to Sony. Anyway, that's pretty much all of that. I'm going to give this movie a 4.3 out of 10. And it's probably the worst Karate Kid movie ever. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I still think the Minecraft movie is worse than this, so it's not the worst movie of the year. But still, not good. I think Minecraft is still more entertaining. That's basically all I got to say about that. There's my graph about the movie, what I think about it, the whole stuff. And thanks for watching this whole experience/review. And this will end the saga of this. And if you guys are watching this Friday night, I'll be going live to talk about this, spoilers. And for everyone who wants to come join, I'm going to put the link in the chat. If you guys want to say your opinion on the movie, let me know, whether in the comments down below or in the live chat or actually with me talking to me on the live stream. I would love to see you guys there. I'll see you guys next time. Always remember, Extreme Strategy, Extreme Measures. And I got a video coming out ranking all 65 episodes of Cobra Kai. I just recorded it today. It was an hour and 40 minutes long. Get ready for that. That comes out Saturday. Peace out.